Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia. A very warm welcome to you. So, this year is a big deal because the United States will be celebrating our 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence on July 4th. And no, the irony isn't lost on me that dumping hundreds of chests of tea into the Boston Harbor was a major event leading up to that declaration. But I say bygones be bygones, and I suspect some of you are still planning a July 4th afternoon tea to celebrate. What will you serve on the dessert tier? Well, when I think of our founding fathers, of course, George Washington comes to mind. And when I think of George Washington, I remember that tall tale about him chopping down the cherry tree. So, July 4th, George Washington, cherries. July 4th tea, cherry dessert, of course, specifically mini cherry cheesecakes. Also, being cherry red, they'll be a perfect part of your red, white, and blue decor. Now, this dessert is so easy, and you can and should make it a day ahead, which I think is so helpful for any tea party when you have everything else going on. You know, the less you have to do on the day, the better. So first, let's preheat the oven. That's 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius, gas mark 4. One of the things that makes these cheesecake bites so easy is that they use mini Nilla wafers for the base. Along with that, you'll need cream cheese, sugar, vanilla extract, 1 egg, and cherry pie filling of your choosing. So in my mini muffin tin, I have put in these little cupcake liners. I don't think I would make these without them. They could be too hard to get out, too sticky. And I find these just about everywhere, but just in case, I'll find some and put them in a link for you in the description box, along with this recipe. Then pop in your little Nilla wafers. Now, frankly, the biggest challenge for this dessert can be in finding unbroken wafers. But put a little cookie in the bottom of each well, and that's going to be your base. And once that's done, I'll set that aside. Now, in this large bowl, I have an 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. Now, I'm using full fat, but if you want to use the kind that is 1/3 less fat, it works, but it will impact the texture just a little bit. I would not attempt the softened kind in the tub, though. And to that, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 large egg. And that's it for the filling. Now I'm going to blend this until it's smooth. That should take about 2 minutes. Now it's just a matter of putting your batter over each cookie. And you can use a tablespoon if you prefer. I started with a cookie scoop, but I did end up switching to spoons. Whatever is easiest for you. This batter is a little on the thick side. If you use the 1/3 less fat cream cheese, by the way, it will be a very loose batter, and you might do better pouring that one. But you want to put the filling in the muffin cups about 3/4 of the way up. You don't want to fill it all the way to the top because you want to be able to leave room for the cherry topping. Once every well has a little batter, you can go back over with a little more until all the wells are equally filled. And this recipe makes 24 cheesecake bites, but if you want more, just double it to make 48. Now these go in the preheated oven for 14 to 16 minutes. I already know that 16 minutes works best for my oven. And they look perfect. Now you're not looking for browning, you're just looking for them to set up. They look a little puffed up now, but as they cool, they'll sink a little bit. Okay, now that these are out, I'm going to let them cool down a few minutes still in the pan. As they cool, they'll pull away from the sides a bit and be easier to get out. Then I'll put them in the refrigerator to cool completely. Okay, these little cheesecake bites are well chilled, and now it's time to top them with a dollop of cherry pie filling. Just 1 or 2 cherries should do the trick. I've poured the cherry filling into a bowl so I can see the cherries better. I want a nice plump one for each little bite. And I think just about 1 cherry is going to work best for each little bite. Try to stay away from the sides of the paper casing, otherwise it can run down on the inside and just not be as pretty. Now these look beautiful. Okay, I'll finish these up and then we can try them with a cup of tea. Aren't these beautiful? I just think they are gorgeous on a tea table. What I love about this dessert is that not only is it easy and tasty, but it looks so pretty on the serving tray. And in keeping with the July 4th theme, I decided to go ahead and put blueberry preserves on a few to reinforce that patriotic theme. By the way, another reason to keep the fruit topping dollop small, it will be less messy to peel off the paper casing. So let's try one. Aren't these pretty? They just turned out so beautiful. Look at that, just perfect. That is so good. If you love cheesecake, you are going to love these little bites. They just taste exactly like a regular cheesecake would, only in the tiniest little bite. It's just an explosion of flavor. That one cherry on top is just perfect to complement the rest of the little bite. And of course, as you can see on the bottom, that little cookie is just a perfect base for these. I mean, oh my goodness. These are a wonderful addition to your tea tray. Now, for the tea you might pair with this, you could do some research and find out which of the 5 black and green teas were dumped into the Boston Harbor and go for a couple of those, sort of continuing that fun theme of independence. But I'm having a tea called Merci Beaucoup from the New Orleans Tea Company. It was sent to me by a dear friend, and I absolutely love it. It's a black tea that has pieces of almond in it, so I know it's going to go really well with a cherry cheesecake dessert. But everyone's taste buds are different. You just want to make sure whatever you select complements the cherry flavor without fighting it. Now, when it comes to the china on your table and from what you drink your tea, as many of you know, I am affiliated with Aynsley. That's the company that started making their gorgeous china pieces in England in 1775, 1 year before America declared its independence, by the way. So I have chosen their sweet cherry blossom tea set, which I think is just beautiful. I think the pattern complements the little cherry cheesecakes really well. You know, this pattern is so delicate. Let me show you with a teacup over here that's empty. These little Japanese cherry blossoms on here. And then, of course, the little red cherries that are scattered throughout the design. And then you've got this gold trim that is so beautiful. This is a really sweet teapot, by the way. It is small. It only holds about 3.5 teacups. That's about 6 ounces each, but I think it is absolutely precious. The teacup itself, though, is quite ample. It's fluted around the sides, and the saucer as well is also, I don't know if you can see it, but it is beautifully fluted. And of course there's the Aynsley stamp on the back, fine bone china. But I have to say, not all teacups are easy to pinch and hold, and that is what you're supposed to do. Rather than hook your finger through the teacup handle, you're supposed to be able to pinch and hold it. And because of this design, that is super easy to do, no matter how full the teacup, no matter how heavy it is. So I just love this set. And of course here also is this adorable little milk jug. I have such a thing for milk jugs. I just think they're precious, and I collect way more than I need to, but I just love this one. And of course the sweet little sugar bowl that goes with it. I know that some of you have previously ordered this pattern. In fact, the company got so many orders, they sold out. But I'm told it's back in stock now, and I do have a discount code for you that I will put in the description box below if you're interested. That code works for this pattern as well as anything else on the Aynsley website. And there you have it, easy and yummy cherry cheesecake bites. I hope you'll give them a try. They are such a tasty idea for your tea table if you're planning an upcoming afternoon tea for any occasion, but especially if you're planning to celebrate the country's 250th birthday this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, hype, and subscribe for more afternoon tea videos. Until next time, bye-bye.